Hi everybody, welcome to Sonja Secret's Aromatherapy Power Hour. My name is Maria Talton. I am your clinical aromatherapist here at Sonja Secret's Aromatherapy Wellness Lounge here in Hillthorpe, Maryland. Today, I have a treat for all of you. I am going to talk a little bit about it's an ancestral medicine. You know, those herbal medicines that your grandma used to know, that she passed on to you, that you can make, that's all natural, that you can make with products inside your kitchen that will work for colds, flus, migraines, chest congestions, and it's using the humble onion. Now, a little while ago, I posted on the website about the onion. An onion is a great thing to have in the home, especially this time of weather. You know, when it gets cold outside, you know, the runny noses start and the sinuses start and you get congested and cold. You can use an onion, honey, garlic. You can use cayenne pepper, even a potato, for so many different homemade remedies that is unbelievable. So today, we're going to talk a little bit about the onion cough syrup. Now, if you've never heard about this, you're in for a treat. The onion cough syrup is a homemade remedy that you can make with the onion. You can use a cooked onion or a raw onion. I'm going to use a raw onion for all intensive purposes today. So you take a raw onion, a medium size, and we are going to slice it. Now, I'm on film, so it's nobody gonna see me cry. I already pre-cut my onions, okay? And you're gonna cover your onions with sugar. Table granulated organic sugar. It could be white sugar or it can be brown sugar. It could also be raw cane sugar. For all intents and purposes, here at Sonja Secret's Aromatherapy, we use brown sugar for everything. We use brown sugar, we use raw brown sugar, cane sugar. This I have here is Domino's. This is brown sugar. As you can see, I have it broken up in my little bowl here. And this is what we're going to be using for this home remedy, this cough syrup today. Okay? I want to stress out a couple of things. This remedy that you're making doesn't have any preservatives in it. Okay? So this is going to be a fresh syrup. And what this onion is going to do, this onion and this sugar is going to create a syrup. And that syrup is going to work with your congestion. It's going to work with your sinuses. It's going to work with colds. It's going to work with flus. And you don't need a whole lot. You don't need a whole lot to get it going. So let's get started. So I've already pre-cut, let me show you here, my onion. Okay, because I'm not crying on film. So I've already pre-cut my onion. And I have my mason jar here. This is a 4-ounce mason jar. And I suggest that you put it in a mason jar or an airtight container because you want it to be airtight so that it can form the syrup that's going to be used for the congestion or the cold or whatever the deal may be. So I'm going to take my onion and I'm going to slice it. And as you can see here, I have it sliced. You can see the rings. And I'm just going to take and place it at the bottom of my jar. Then I'm going to layer it. With brown sugar. Now you got to tell me that I know that there's some grandmas out there that uses great grandmas, old time remedies, you know, ancestral. This is what they call ancestral medicine. Okay, these are you're not going to go to CVS or Walgreens and find this. This is stuff that you can make in your home for kids when they're coming home from school and they do that sneeze that they do, and you're like, oh Lord, here to go, here to go, and then they touch everything. This is a really good cold remedy for going home and trying to just do it yourself instead of taking pills. It does work. It's like I said, it's old medicine. It does work. And you will notice the change. Yes, this will taste very oniony, but it will be very sweet also. The syrup that comes from this will be very, very sweet as well. So you take your onion and you're going to place it back in here, another piece, and you're just going to layer it, almost like a parfait. And you take your spoon and you're just moving it around until you completely cover the second rim of the onion that you just put in. And it's going to look like this, literally like a little parfait is what you want. All right? And I'm going to keep going with this. Now, there are plenty of variations out there. If you want something a little stronger, you can make a garlic and honey. Now, if you love garlic, if you love the taste of garlic, and you want to try something a little stronger, I suggest you try that. That's a garlic and honey. And what you're going to do is do the same thing. You're going to chop up garlic, and you're going to immerse it in the honey. So I'm going to keep going. This is going to be a quick video, and then I'm going to tell you a little bit about what to wait for, because the goodness comes from this in about 6 to 8 hours. It doesn't come right away. It comes in about 6 to 8 hours. So here I have my sugar on top, and I'm going to layer it with just one more piece of onion in here, right in the top there. I'm going to cover it a little bit more. Okay. And here you have it. Your onion cold syrup. Now, I'm going to take this and I'm going to close this up. And like I said, you want something that's airtight. I suggest a mason jar because they are airtight. They're canning jars. So here it is. Here is your onion cold syrup. Now, what you do is you let this sit room temperature for 6 to 8 hours. And after 6 to 8 hours, you will see a simple syrup start to form. That is the syrup that you want for your cold medicine. And how much of this do you use? 2 tablespoons. I would say 2 tablespoons per cough, per cold is all you need. But you have to use this fresh. After 48 hours, after you get this out for 6 to 8 hours, and it starts to make its syrup, after 8 hours, overnight, which is overnight, it's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon now. 6 to 8 hours, say midnight or whatever the dough may be, this will be ready. This will be ready. 6 to 8 hours, you will see the syrup start to form on the bottom of this. And you can use that syrup. That is your simple syrup. That is your onion syrup that you want for your cold remedy. Then you take this and you put it in the refrigerator. After 48 hours, discard it. Discard it. Better to be safe than sorry, but it will only last because you have fresh ingredients here. This is not something that has a preservative in it, so you don't have anything that's going to save it. This is fresh. After 48 hours, you have to discard this mixture. So, and my suggestion is if you have a large family that you're feeding this to, great. That you're giving it to, great. I would say that you take a tablespoon of this 3 times a day. 3 times a day should get into your circulatory system, should warm you up. This should get into your immune system. It should get into your respiratory system. It should clear you up. You will notice this instantly because this works with your system, with your different with your different systems. So this is a beautiful cold remedy for anybody, for children, for adults. But you gotta love onion. You gotta love onion. It'll be a sweet onion, especially with the brown sugar. It'll be a sweet onion. But if you like the taste of onion, this is for you. If you don't, hold your nose, take it anyway. It's a good remedy to have for this time of the season. So after you take this out of you discard this in 48 hours. In 48 hours, just get rid of it. That's the reason why I tell everybody to make this in small batches. You want to make it in as small batches as possible that you don't make a waste, because you have to throw it away in 48 hours, in 2 days. It only lasts for that long. So there you have it. This is your onion cold syrup. I hope this tutorial has been a blessing for everyone, and bring back memories for some. My mother has used it, my father used it, my mom and my dad used it on me, so too bad, kids. If you say you got a cold, you can't make it to school, and they find out about this recipe, you're going to school. So I hope this recipe helps you. If you have any questions or comments, just email us or call us. This is Maria Talton from Sonja Secrets Aromatherapy and Wellness here in Hillthorpe, Maryland. See you later, y'all. Bye.